Welcome to my channel. As promised in my last video about the Creality Falcon A1, brand new machine from Creality, I'm bringing you a real life application project that you can use this machine for. Now it will have different stages. We'll be cutting out plywood. In my case, I'm going to be using 4mm ply, but also some basswood for tags. Plus, we're going to be cutting out acrylic shapes. We're going to be engraving. So it's a full-on project that will fully utilize the features that this machine has. And I have to say, it does have some clever features, so make sure to stick around and watch the whole video. Okay, let's jump into my laptop, and as you can see, I'm actually using the software supplied by Creality, the Falcon Design Space. Now, this software has all the bits and pieces that you would need to actually operate your machine. It works absolutely fine. However, it does have some cool features. For example, this machine, the Falcon A1, does have a camera. And when you take a photo, you can clearly see what's inside. So I'm just going to home the gantry so it's out of the way, and I can take another photo. And as you can see, we've got a nice and clear view of the inside. As I said, we're going to be using 4mm plywood for our project. So before we're actually going to do anything, I need to load up the machine with the plywood sheet. The maximum work area here is 381mm by 305mm. And as you can see, I'm setting up the correct focal length for the laser head itself. You do get this really nice and handy metal bar to guide you to the right distances. Now we can head back to the software, and again I'm just going to take a photo with the camera. There you go, that's our plywood sheet there, and check out the file. Okay, I've got for you. You will be able to get this for absolutely free. Later on in the video I'm going to tell you how you can obtain this. So that's the main body of the box with the handle. You also do have this really cool engraving of a quote, plus a bit of graphic on the other side. I think it's going to look really nice. So in the middle you will have this space for your seeds, and on the sides actually you're going to have extra cubby holes, for example for the tags for the plants, your planting plan, or anything else you would need when sowing your vegetables or anything else. Now on the right hand side, as you can see, we've got all the tags with the most common vegetables with the names. I think that's going to work really nice. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to cut out all the pieces. So we're going to start with the largest one. Just going to move it right in the middle, just like so. And it's blue, so we're going to be cutting this line at 200mm per minute, 100% power. And yeah, that's about it. Let's do this. This machine comes with a 10-watt module, but hey, don't get fooled by that low number. It actually tackles cutting quite well, and obviously engraving is absolutely fantastic. Now the maximum speed for engraving is 10,000mm per minute. And it's all done. Check that out. 4mm plywood, no issue for this machine at all. So that will become the base of our tray. Right, let's whack in the rest of the pieces. This time we'll be cutting out and engraving at the same time. And check this out. All done. Really nice and cool graphic there. Check that out. Fantastic engravement. And then we've got the really nice quote over here. Of course, you know, with this design you can put any text you want or any graphic you want. In this project we do have a fair amount of pieces that we need to cut out, and I'm actually happy to report to you that thanks to the overall build quality of this machine and the way it's designed, for example, it does have a rubber seal right around the perimeter of the top doors, and at the front there's actually no fumes escaping that enclosure. It does have a fan at the back, and in my case I do have an inline extractor, and everything goes outside. so there is no fumes in your work area as you operate this machine, and actually there's hardly any smell at all. So this will be a side. The other side will have different type of vegetables, and I'm going to be using acrylic inside, okay, different colors depending on which vegetables we have. So I think that's going to look super cool. And on top of it, you do have shapes of vegetables cut out in plywood. Okay, and check this out. This will become the bridge between the middle pieces that are the handle for our carrying case. Check that out. How cool is that? Okay, now it's time to actually cut out our vegetables, and I'm going to be using acrylic sheets to do that in different colors that will represent each vegetable. And this machine with the software from Creality actually does have a very cool feature. So you can actually get your supplies from Creality themselves. For example, these acrylic sheets in different colors, and they will come with a QR code, and the QR code represents the exact material you have ordered. In this case, 3mm acrylic sheet in color green. So what do you need to do? Now I'm going to put this acrylic sheet inside, okay, just like so, and the corresponding card as well. Now make sure to set up your focal point for the laser machine every time you are using a different thickness material. Okay, so that's in. I'm going to close the lid. I'm going to go to the camera, take a photo, and as you can see, there we go, we've got the card and our acrylic sheet, and now I'm going to slightly pull up the lid. And there you go, green mirror acrylic, thickness 3mm is recognized. Yes, so now we're going to go to layers, and as you can see, the line is straight away set up to 100mm per minute, 95% power, and material green mirror acrylic 3mm. Okay, so the settings are straight away adjusted. So now when you change to line engraving or fill engraving, it will give you the best possible settings for that material. However, in our case, I need line cutting. Okay, so with that set up, I can remove our card. I'm going to take another photo, and let's have a look. Cucumber, that needs to go in for sure. The green parts like this one. Now I'm just going to make sure everything is in the correct position, and we'll cut these out. I can take off the protective cover from the acrylic, and it goes in the side just like that. Check it out. That's gonna look super cool. Right, now I'm gonna be cutting out the remaining colors and parts of our vegetables. And the method to actually connect our pieces together, for example, in this case we've got the pumpkin and the green top, is just CA glue. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add a bit of CA glue just over here. And I'm gonna put it right on the edges. And check that out. I think that's going to look super cool when everything is assembled together. Now I think CA glue is just the easiest way to get this sorted. It dries up really quick. And I'm going to continue like this with the rest of them as well. Bit of CA glue and then whack them inside. And check these out. These will be the sides of our seed tray. I think that will give that very unique and interesting look to the whole project. What do you think? Let me know down below in the comments section. Alright, and the final piece that we need to engrave and cut out are these dividers that will go inside of our carrying crate. And again, I'm actually going to be using materials from Creality. So I've got this 3mm basswood, again, with the QR code. So there's no guessing, no trying. That will give you the best settings straight away. So it's super simple, just whack the material inside card goes in as well. So again, camera, take a photo. There we go, we've got our QR code. Now I'm just going to lightly lift the top. And there you go, straight away. Basswood board, thickness 3mm. Absolutely super simple and brilliant idea. And check that out, line cutting 350mm per minute, 100% power. No issues at all in setting up anything, okay? As simple as that. So now what's left to do, I'm just going to move my designs on the board itself and I'm going to engrave it and cut it all out. And check out these really cool dividers. Absolutely brilliant. Right, let me continue to make all of them and then we'll start putting the whole crate together. We're just going to use a bit of CA to put everything together. But as I said, you can use wood glue as well. I have been cutting this from a 4mm plywood sheet, so you know there's plenty of space for wood glue. It all depends what you want to use. For me, this is just the quickest and easiest way. Just gonna use an activator to speed up the process a little bit. And I do love this. It really adds that extra special look to everything. You know, creates a very nice and stable handle as well. Really like this, absolutely brilliant. Now to all those pieces inside, we're gonna add this little shelf as well that will hold our tags in place. With each added piece, the whole thing gets more sturdier. So as I said, just CA glue will do absolutely fine. You don't have to worry about the stability and the strength of the whole thing. Tell you what, I think that's gonna look absolutely brilliant. And finally, the storage on both ends. And check this out. I think it came out absolutely brilliantly, and it's a perfect gift or present or product for somebody that's interested in gardening and does have some seeds to go around and start their own vegetable garden. Absolutely brilliant addition. And check these out. These little tags go right in there like so. And then in between you're going to put your seeds. But hey, before we actually going to do that, what I want to do now is to seal this up a little bit. So I'm going to be using spray varnish as well. This will go outside with you as you're going to be sowing your seeds. Okay, the varnish has dried, so it's time for the fun part. Let's load this crate up with all the essentials for our sowing in the garden. And I'm just going to carry on with every single type of vegetable I have seeds for. And there you go, my crate is fully loaded with all the seeds I've got. Absolutely perfect size. To be fair, I always buy too much seeds, so I'm quite pleased that there is enough space for all of them. I think it's a perfect present for someone that loves gardening and could be a potential really nice product to sell. And there you go, guys, really super interesting project. Come on, it's definitely unique and it's definitely original, and I think it looks really great. Plus, apart from the looks, well, it's actually useful, and we managed to do the whole project with one simple machine. If you're a beginner when it comes to laser engraving and cutting, this is absolutely perfect. I don't think there's another machine that's simpler to use. Out of the box, it's more or less ready and set up. And if you're not sure what settings to use, how to set up this machine, then you can pick up all the materials from Creality, use the barcodes, and the machine will tell you exactly what settings to use. And on top of it, everything is enclosed, so there's no fumes in the room that this machine operates, as long as you've got some sort of a extraction at the back or the hose. You know, just stick it through the window and you'll be absolutely fine. So yeah, overall, great machine. If you want to learn a little bit more about it, about its capabilities, I've actually made a full video on it, so I'm going to drop a link down below in the description so you can check that out. Now, to get the free plans for this absolutely fantastic project, go down to the description of this video and there will be a link to my Patreon account. Click on that and it will take you to a free post where the files will be located for you to download for absolutely free. I only got one request, that you actually do not resell this plan. You can make this and sell it, or you can amend the files, make it your own, put your own designs, logos and everything else. However, I just got a request that you do not actually resell the plans themselves. However, as I said, the product itself, go ahead, make it and sell it, no issues at all. However, now I just want to say a massive thank you to my Patreons for the ongoing support. And before you go, check out these two cool playlists. Plenty of fantastic videos for you to choose from. So have a look, maybe you'll find your next video to watch. For today, that's all. Thank you so much. Take care.